Alright, so I've pressure washed off the actual film, but the glue stays behind, so the glue I'll have to remove with the 3M wheel. I still have this section left, but the headlamps, these things, these wiper covers, and the fenders are done. So I'll finish that up, wash the car, and then go from there. Alright, looking much better, more like a car now. I'm gonna finish that up later. I still have to take the 3M wheel to it, but paint will look nice after a buff, etc. A couple dings here and there, but yeah, man, this is looking good. Stay tuned, guys. Alright, so the car is washed, and now I'm gonna show you how I take off this this glue after I pressure wash the film off. Now I have to take off this stupid glue, and it is not fun, but if you have the right tool, it's doable. It's a 3M trim remover rubber tool, and it just melts away the glue. It's hard to do it one-handed. You guys get the point here. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish doing that and wipe it down, and I'll show you how that looks. So after you clean it all up, this is the end result. Looks amazing. But I still gotta do all this. Let's go ahead and give the fender a pass. Look at that. It's like glass. Wow. So good. I'll do the other fender, and then I have to pull this thing in the sun and let that glue gun kind of sit in there. The rubber wheel didn't take off all of that film on the hood because the hood film sat on direct sunlight, I think longer maybe, and it like, I don't know, melted differently, but it's way harder to get off, but it is coming off. So let's do the other fender for now and get back to that. I am back working on the E500, and I'm gonna be doing some interior detailing today. It is about 110 degrees today with the humidity in Chicago. So it's a perfect day to put some leather-reek on the seats, let them bake in the sun, and have all that dirt and grime come out of the seats. The Recaro seats are really dirty. I'll go ahead and start cleaning the seats with just some soapy water, and then wipe those down, and then I'll go ahead and apply the cleaner and let that sit in the sun. And in a day or two, I'll go ahead and do the remainder of the cleaning process, and the seats should look very, very nice, and they'll be conditioned, and they'll have a nice matte finish. They won't be shiny and oily. What it does is the leather reek brings out all the debris and all the dirt that's been trapped in the seats from sweat, etc. And you could use this on vinyl and plastic and everything. So I'll get all the panels that are kind of dirty and transform the interior of this car. After that, I have to tackle the mechanical parts. If you guys saw from my last video, the engine is looking like it's going to need a few things, from cap rotor to coils. I already changed the plugs. I'll change the spark plug wires, and I'm going to see if the wiring harness is updated. If it's not, I'm going to go ahead and change the wiring harness, because the underlying issues will not be, you won't be able to diagnose things if you have a wiring harness that is biodegradable. It'll cause shorts, it'll be intermittent, your ASR light will flash on and off. The car will run good one day, and another day it'll just be wonky and cutting in and out, loss of power. So that's definitely something that needs to be done on these cars. So I want to go ahead and get that sorted for the next owner. And then I'll continue on to getting the paint corrected properly and touch up some spots here and there. So yeah, let's get to work on the seats. Before we do that, let me show you the wheels, of course. How could I forget? I did get the monoblocks fitted on here. They look fantastic, and they make this car beautiful, with the red calipers, of course. That looks amazing. The guys at Chicago Wheels, shout out to them. They did a fantastic job. So if you live in the Chicagoland area, check them out. Definitely worth a shot. They did the proper machined finish on these wheels, and they look really, really good. These Toyo tires look nice. A little bit of a beefier setup in the back. Got my plates. A little bit of a beefier setup in the back here. 275s on there. Nice lip. So yeah, I have the rear seats are easy to pull out. I'll show you guys. I pulled those out and vacuumed out all the crap. There was some old French fries, etc. These seats I'm not taking out. I'm just gonna, they're a bit of a pain to put back on, so I'm just gonna work with them in here. I wanted to vacuum out all that stuff in there. And so, you know, I'll do the leather on here with the leather reek, all that. You guys have seen me do that before. These dried up seats should look a lot better, and they'll get some moisture in them, and the interior will look a lot nicer. So let's get to work. Let's grab some soapy water, rag, and clean the seats. Also use some of my simple green formula, which I have here. Spray that on, use a brush. I'll show you guys the process in a little bit. So I am detailing the interior of the E500. Show you guys the before. And look at this armrest. I'm gonna spray it down. Look at how dirty this is. This is nuts. Look at all that grease, elbow grease, mechanic grease. Disgusting. Now one wiped out. Look at that. Oof. Gotta go over this several times, and this will look like new. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go over that. Do this seat, and I'll show you guys how that comes out. Alright guys, I'm gonna spray this. Take my brush. Brush this off. And wipe it down. Let's see. Alright, we'll spray some simple green on here. Get my brush, agitate. Bottom, I'll show you guys the Recaro sticker right there, see? Clean this up too. Add it. So we got our Leather rejuvenating oil. That's the next step. We're gonna apply you could pour it on there, however.
Splice Originals.
So now, go ahead and clean these seats here. As you guys can see, they are really dirty. is with the new wheels. Looking fresh. Calipers, looks great, fitment great. Just finished the seats. Everything is leather reeked. Now we just have to let it sit for a day or two, and then I'll go ahead and clean it. You know, we'll look great. Today I'm going to be cleaning up the interior of the E500. I left it in the sun for a little over a day. It's going to be like the second day. It was like 110 degrees in Chicago the other day with the humidity, so perfect day to let the leather reek soak into the leather and bring up all the dirt and moisturize the leather. Now we're going to hit it up with some Pristine Clean and wipe off all that dirt and oil and get the matte finish on these seats like it would have been in the factory. And once we're done with that, I'll move on to doing mechanicals and other things that need to be addressed. But I'll show you guys the wheels again because they are awesome. They make the car, and I'm really happy that I was able to source a set from one of my friends, Dario, and had to refinish them. But nonetheless, we got that sorted out. So I also ordered up a wiring harness for this car. All the early 90s Mercedes cars had biodegradable wiring harnesses, which cause massive running issues, bogging out, ASR lights, check engine lights, etc. You can't properly diagnose a car if you don't have that replaced, that wiring harness. So I did find one. It was roughly around $400, and I'm waiting on that. And I'll do a video on installing that, removing the old one, and we'll see how the car runs after that. But regardless, I'll still do other maintenance like distributor cap, rotor, spark plug wires, and coils, and that will top off the maintenance and to get this thing running really nice. So let's get to working on the interior. So take a look at this, guys. You go ahead and spray this on. Now watch that gray area disappear. That's all dirt. That's all sweat, oils from someone's ass, essentially. But look at this. Wow. And this thing's gonna look, the seats are gonna look phenomenal. This is awesome. So the seats are cleaned up in the front. They look phenomenal. I don't know if you guys remember, they were like gray. I didn't think they were even gonna come out. The door cards look excellent as well. Super clean. Beautiful wood on here. So I have the rear door cards done as well. Seat backs. Now I'm gonna do these seats and I'll do the seat bottoms. Let me show you guys the end result here. Door cards beautiful, seats beautiful, bolsters no wear. Looks fantastic. Armrest, passenger seat. Cluster's really clean. Back seats came out beautiful as well. Looking real good. So it was about 2 days I had to let this bake with the leather reek and to get that result. And yeah, it looks good now. That wraps it up for today's video. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you on the next one.